Vikes fans, how we feeling? 2 first-round picks now. Kwesi is cooking. We love to see that. Pick 23, pick 11, now with the trade with the Houston Texans. What does it mean? Well, if you look at the way the draft board's unfolding, I really think the Vikings are going to make a play for the 3rd overall pick with the Patriots. Here's why. Bears are definitely taking Caleb Williams. I think we figured that out. Commanders at 2, I think they're going Jaden Daniels. Here's why I think that. You got Sam Howell was on the team. Sam Howell went to North Carolina. Drake May is at North Carolina. Drake May and Sam Howell, very notably, were really good friends in college. Why would you trade away a guy who's a friend, and then if you were going to draft his buddy, you would keep him on the team to help build that morale up, I would think anyway. So they trade away Sam Howell, and then the other writing on the wall, they brought in Marcus Mariota. If you had to compare Jaden Daniels' college career to a quarterback in the NFL now, I mean, you're looking at Lamar Jackson, Marcus Mariota, very similar style. And why wouldn't you bring in Marcus Mariota to kind of mentor and show Jaden Daniels how to transition from that college style offense to more pro style offense? It just makes sense to me. So I think Commanders are going Jaden Daniels, which means pick number 3, which right now is New England, as we know. I think the Vikings can make a play for that 3rd pick and land Drake May. And I love Drake May this year. I think he's a great prospect. I think it's going to cost him. I mean, you're talking about both the first-round picks and probably your first next year. So not cheap. And I mean, there is precedent to that. What the Niners traded up to get Trey Lance was 3 first-round picks and like a 4th or something. So there's precedent there. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for Drake May. If for some reason you can't land Drake May, I don't love the idea. I don't want to see them trade up into the top 10 to get JJ McCarthy. You're talking about trading up a lot of draft capital to land the 4th best quarterback in the draft on almost every single person's board, the 4th best quarterback in this year's draft. Why not beef the roster up? Next year, you'll have a great chance to make a run at Quinn Ewers, who is a prospect I love. Quinn Ewers out of Texas had a phenomenal year last year. In most people's eyes, he's believed to be the number 1 overall pick next year. And if you got a chance at that, I mean, let's be honest, if we win 7 games this year, pretty lucky considering especially the way the Packers, Bears, and Lions have done this offseason. I mean, DJ Reader's going to eat Garrett Bradbury's lunch for a lot of plays unless we can beef up that center position, which we could do if we stay put at picks 11 and 23. I mean, just envision for a second the idea of landing Byron Murphy, beef up that D-line, because while we brought in Tillery and Bullard, that's great. That's not enough to really be a big time run stopper in this league. Love Harrison Phillips, don't get me wrong, but you need some help there, especially in Flores' defense. If you could land Byron Murphy at pick 11 and JPJ, Jackson Powers Johnson out of Oregon, the center, at pick 23, that'd be pretty awesome. Even if you can't land the center there, and you can pick up a corner, I still think beefing up that roster is a great play if you can then make a run for Ewers next year. But again, if Drake May's there, I'm all for it. Go for it. Go get your guy. I love that. Either way, we have a lot to look forward to, and I'm super excited. You should be too. So Vikings fans, nothing but blue skies ahead. The future is bright. Let's go. Skull.